Yes, it's good to see you all again.
Who's brought you?
Yet he is no ordinary man.
Check 1, 2, 3. Love you, Grandma.
This is a journey into sound. A journey which along the way will bring to you
first? Let's get you to archery. True, in any other game that would work. But you see the red? You see the red? This is a level 36 elite boss. I don't think a laser is gonna help with this.
This is not good. How? Oh no. This is autosave too. Oh no. Oh no. Game, you're drunk. What? If you can punch a dragon with a stone fist, you can have a neurodivergent person and disable characters in your mediums. Oh, it's pretty! It is so pretty! I love it! Yay!
My name is Bloodthread Shears. I am also known in the dance world as Oriana Amaz.
Oh, what am I doing? Oh, what am I doing? Hello everyone, good afternoon, merry time zone, and welcome to my stream. I'm Bloodthread Shears, Shears for short, and today is going to be hopefully the final day for the Bodice of Mockup 2.0. I'm very excited because of the fact that I worked very hard on this, and I learned quite a bit more than what I initially did for 1.0. So let me take a quick sip. It is way too hot for tea today. Even if I had time to make iced tea, which I didn't, because a certain someone had to go have her spa day today. Hang on, I want to show you. Look at her! She's all pretty. She's got a new bandana. And she had a fun day with the groomers. So she's had quite a day. She's like looking at me like, yes I did. So let me go grab the mock-up and I'll show y'all all the progress that I've been doing. So I'm gonna switch this over to CrapCam in just a second. I just want to get all of the announcements and community board done with. So give me 1 second. And yoink! And flop. Okay. I'm gonna put that down there. So, apologies for running a little late. Lexi's appointment did run a little later than anticipated because she wanted to be where all of the people and the doggos were. So, she should be nice and tired now. But I'm very happy to say she was very well behaved, which is an improvement. She's starting to really like the people who give her baths. So, yeah. So, first off, schedule. I'm happy to say that I'm going to be collabing with That Gamer Share. We're going to be doing a ranking stream where we rank fashion and character design of certain video game characters, specifically fighting games. We are going to go with the main focus of Marvel versus Capcom kind of deal, because that's where my interests align. I may add in a couple of Tekken characters because some characters have fashion. Others are, but why? if you're in other communities that I run in, such as the Wine Cellar, you know that I am passionate about character design, about the clothes that a fighter wears. Why? Because I've been in that predicament where you do not want to wear the big dangly scarf. That's a one-way ticket to getting choked. If that's your thing, go with the gods. But when you're in a fight, no. So that stream will be on Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm looking forward to getting this all together. I still have to like figure out how the hell I'm gonna get everything, all the assets together. But we have our categories. We have the games that we do want to focus on. It's gonna be fun chaos. I hope you come by and share your thoughts on video game design in regards to fashion. Next up is, since the bodice is going to be done either today or tomorrow, I will be getting started on the skirt. And this time I have a template to work with thanks to my dance instructor. Hi. So I should be able to have a 3-panel skirt ready to go, and my kofi is up and running with a new post on the SophieDress coming up tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All supporters, one time and monthly, will have access to that. In regards to the Discord server for Ko-Fi supporters and Patreon members, yeah, I do have a Patreon. I don't really plug it that often, but I am working on it. I finally got the bots that I want in there, but I still have to put in commands and whatnot and figure out certain things. Right now, my main focus is raising money so I can be able to afford an upgraded setup that is a dedicated desktop and 2-monitor setup. This way, I never have to worry about technical limitations for a very long time. As you know, I work off of my laptop, Betsy Henderson. She's a wonderful workhorse. She's put up with a lot. It's been 2 years and she's showing some wear and tear. So this is my primary computer in order to stream and to entertain. So if this is something that you want to help with, please toss a coin my way. The link is in chat. And I'm so happy that my Touch Portal app is on my phone, because on my tablet it kind of went kaput. So anyways, next up is in terms of schedule, Sunday the 17th I will not be streaming. My reason is it's Mama Shear's birthday. I want to spend time with my mom, so no stream for that day. I may be on Twitch coming in to say hi, but other than that, I will be off stream, spending time with family, and pretty much having fun. And as for the 31st, there will be a stream because it's my birthday! I turned indeterminate amount of numbers. That is my level up day, and I'm planning on having some folks on stream over voice chat while I play some games, and hope that my laptop handles it. If not, I'll do another ranking stream where we do some bullshit, where we talk some bullshit and just have fun. I reached out to some folks. I'm waiting to hear back on some of them, and I'm really looking forward to this. If people show up, they show up. If they don't, hey, it happens. So, and that is a very healthy mindset to have. So I am planning certain things to do for that stream. Maybe a visual novel where I play some silliness and just go full chaos, full thirst. Why not? So yeah, and I think that is all of the announcements onto the community board. As always, I want to highlight my friend Chaos Fae. If I can see my button, there we go. Chaos Fae is a 4th generation quilter, disabled creative, and my friend. She and her husband recently got a house. Congratulations, Chaos Fae. And has recently put up a list, like a wish list for housewarming, and I want to help out. So I think her commissions are closed, but if you want to help out, go to see Chaos Fae for her creations by Chaos Fae Twitter, or kofi.com/Chaos Fae to support directly. She makes amazing work. I have magnets, I have coasters like the one on my desk, I have a mug rug that's Sailor Moon themed that is in the dining room. I'll get that on break to show, but I cannot say enough how proud I am to be her friend. So in order to do that, I want to show some love and get her all the support that she deserves. And next up on the community board, if you are familiar with Wayward Revelry, you will know Dimples and Dice. Recently, he and his wife encountered some issues with their HVAC system, and they do need some money to support themselves in order to get an air conditioner. It is the middle of summer on the East Coast. It is hot. It is humid, moist even. You're welcome, Dimples. So if you want to go and support, I'm going to put his Ko-Fi into chat. If I can learn how to type. That is his Ko-Fi. If you have the funds to do so, please toss a coin his way. If you don't have the funds, that's all right. Just share the tweet on Twitter and share this on social media. Be respectful. Every little bit helps, and it goes a long way to supporting the folks that I shout out here. That has been the community board. Now let's go over to the craft cam. All right, so I'm very happy to say, ta-da! We have a Gibson Girl crop top. I haven't pressed the waistband yet, but on the inside, what I did was use this thread. It is Gutermann 220 yard or 220 yards or 200 meter cotton quilting thread in color number 4930. It is a very sturdy cotton thread. I use it for hand sewing because I don't always know my own strength when I pull the string, so that is very helpful. And did I move my... Oh, there it is. I move certain things around and I don't always remember where I put them, but let's put this on. There we go, a little extra supplementary light. What are words but a miserable pile of letters? But enough syntax. Let's get back to this. So I want to show you what I've done. So this is the right sleeve cuff. This is actually a little tighter than intended, and I know it's going to shrink, and I still actually have to put like a little cover here. Thankfully, I kept the pieces that I cut off, because had I actually used my noodle noggin, I would have actually just cut the one side off, but what I'm gonna do is sew on the inside and then sew on one side, sew on that side. It'll be a patch. And then I'll just like overcast this. So like that. This has been very much a patchwork mock-up because of the fact that I've been piecing everything together. And to explain why, if you saw my TikTok at Bloodthread Shears, and yes, I'm going to be very shameless during my birthday month plugging at everything, you'll see here that this here is a patch. What happened was I kind of screwed up around here, and this actually was a little cut too deep. It was supposed to be like all the way down. Big shout out to my dance teacher for pointing that out. So what I did was I took the seam ripper while I was watching some Twitch, and just took a piece of scrap and went to it. I don't know why, but like in my head, I was trying to match up the pattern on the fabric. I wasn't overly concerned about that, but I tried, and I think I did okay. And the fact that it's a little patched up, a little kind of adds the charm. At least in my opinion. Again, had I really used my noodle noggin, I would have been a bit more careful, but I literally had to like wrestle this while trying to keep it closed because I don't have closures on it yet. So you'll see that the collar itself has some excess. What I'm planning on doing is cutting it down, and then once this is like folded, pressed, I did some hand basting on this, and then once this is like fully down, I'm just going to do a little ladder stitch and get that nice and closed, iron this down, and then this actually will this will be ready for snap closures. And if it's really nice, I may go out and get a zipper. Like not like an invisible zipper, the ones that are like so annoying to deal with, like a hefty zipper where I can just put like a piece of thread in, pull it up with no issue. And my dance teacher has also offered to show me how to do that, which, wait. Thank you. All right. So back to the cuffs. These threads here are basically from the Gathering. And what I did on the right cuff was I sewed the outside first, folded it over, and then went on the inside. It's okay, I guess. Like, if you weren't looking closely, you don't see the thread, which is perfectly fine. But when I realized more than halfway through, I'm like, wait a minute, what if I did the inside first and then did like the outside? So that's what I did on the left arm. So I'm going to show that in just a second. Just want to like wiggle this. Now that looks nice and neat. And this also will get pressed, so it'll look really nice. And it'll give the thread more comfortable into the fabric and its new home. So that is the right side. Here is the left. You'll notice that the gathers are actually a bit more spaced out. It will make it a little bit poofier, but I did manipulate this with my needle and thread. That way I had a bit more gathers. This one is a bit more open. and will also require another patch. Both of them, both cuffs, I made a little too short. So to remedy this, that's what I'm going to do. In the meantime, I did an overcast stitch by hand here and around here. That way there's no fraying, and once I put the patch on, there will be no fraying. Captions, that is not what I said, and you know it. So this is a bit more open, and if I wanted to, I could just do that, and it would probably still fit. I don't feel like doing that. But as you can see, I'm going to come in a little closer. This one I did... Focus, damn you. You can see like right here. What I did was the inside first, and then I flipped it over to the outside. And I realized if I do it that way, this line of stitching here will not be seen. So I tried it on this morning, and I wore my corset. As you can see, the line from the corset itself. After finagling this by myself and trying to make sure that it worked, it looked really good with the corset on. Like, with a modern bra, I'm very curvy, regardless. So the chest area is a bit more rounded with like a modern bra. With a 1880s-ish corset. Well, this was based off of a corset called the Pretty Housemaid. I like it because it's extremely comfortable, and you can bend, and you can do all this and this. You get a little bit of resistance, but no difference. No different than Spanx, only a bit more comfortable and breathable. Anyways, but yeah, this is all the stuff that I've done. The next bit I have to do is fold this down on this side, do some hand basting, trim the collar on this side, and I'm probably going to take an extra spool from the sewing machine and then just, instead of doing all the hand stitching that I would normally do, I would do a straight stitch all the way down. I have zero patience, zero, to do any more hand stitching on the bodice than necessary. And I noticed that the playlist has just finished up. So let's actually put on something that both... Actually, you know what? Let me put on pretzel. Let's put on pretzel. This way, I can check for YouTube safe videos because, yeah, I have a YouTube channel now and I'm putting all my VODs there. I am planning on doing some like recap videos to show, like, talk about all this stuff. I confirm. Oh, wait. No. Okay. Come on, Pretzel, what are you doing? I already have an account, right? It is never my stream without technical difficulties. Alright, so... stand by. Aha! You are being a butt. Is that why? let's try that again. And while we do that, question for chat. How y'all doing? How is your weekend going? And I hope that you are staying cool in this incredibly blistering heat and humidity. All right, Pretzel's not working. We're going back to Spotify. All this, and I actually rebooted my laptop before going live. Let's go with some chill hop. Alright, cool. Alright, so I could have sworn that I had my spare spool somewhere. Let's check. That's not it. That's not... Oh! Okay. Ow! Alright. That works. Alright, so I have some spare thread set to go. If you've been here for a while, you know the tools of my trade. A pair of clover thread cutting snips. Gutermann quilting thread. In this case, it's in a lovely red that will contrast very nicely, and I can be able to see it. A cake of beeswax that I hand poured for myself. Let's get that down just a teeny tiny bit. A Dritz soft plastic thimble with some pits right up in there, so if you can grip the needle a lot easier. And this is in a size small. You can get it at any Joann's. My trusty wrist pin cushion with some dressmaker pins and pearlescent head pins. These are the thinner ones, these are the heftier ones. And then we got the smaller versions down here. I also have a Fiskars pinking shears and fabric cutting shears, which I think the fabric cutting ones are in the living room. I'll get them later. So for basting, I do not use wax, because this is going to just go in and out. And what I like about this pattern is that everything has been going a lot smoother now that I had taken notes and advice from my dance teacher and from those who have more sewing experience than I do. I never claim that I am an expert, nor will I ever, because there's still so much to learn, and I am always excited to learn new stuff and be like, wait a minute, that's a thing? Holy shit, that's a thing! That is so cool! And I think like my reaction is to like learning stuff, it's like, wait a minute, that's a thing? Or holy shit, that happened? I need to look this up. Is always my reaction. Or like when I watched Adam Ruins Everything on his Adam Ruins Music or something like that, the actor's reaction to who plays a character who's like a big rock music fan, he's like, wait a minute, I didn't know about all this. Like the history of rock and roll, and like Big Mama Thornton, and all that, like, and his reaction is, wait a minute, that only means one thing. My collection is not complete. And he goes to buy more music. I think that's an appropriate reaction. I think that is a good reaction to have. And realize, wait a minute, I need to expand even more. I need to learn more. That is an incredibly healthy and good way to react to something. Like, yes, get angry, and like get angry that they didn't teach you this, and you know why. And then go forth and learn on your own. If you do have questions, consult somebody who isn't an expert in that, and make sure that you compensate them for their time. As I like to call it, that is witch's payment. Okay. So now that I have this down, like there's a, as you can see, like this is actually fairly thin. So when my dance teacher and I had talked about the bodice, I had she had asked me like, are you planning on putting a snaps or a zipper? I was like, I'm thinking of maybe doing a zipper for this if it comes out really nice. Because I really like this pattern. It's very pretty. And it's got good all year practicality to it. Like the fabric has patterns on it, so it'll hide stains. And if I make this right, I could probably wear this out and be like, oh yeah, this is my going to place outfit. Like wear it with like a cute pair of boots. And maybe, because like I do have a pair of boots that are really pretty and they're kind of like a workhorse, and I really got back my price per wear from them. Because like I bought them back in 2019 when I got invited to volunteer for the Muse Festival, which is part of New York Women in Technology and Television, like film and television. And this was pre-pandemic, so I needed like a black dress and black shoes. So Mom and I went to DSW. I found these boots. They were like $80 or something. And my requirement was they had to be leather and they had to be comfortable. These boots have been in rotation for some time, and I am super happy about that. Like, they can be informal with a pair of jeans. They can be super formal with a black dress. And they work. That is the best part. Like, give me a staple item that I can use on repeat until they disintegrate. And when the heel starts to go, I'm taking them to a repair shop to get the heels and the sole swapped out so I can have them for even longer. So I think I'm gonna just use my pinking shears on this one. Because remember, in between is the canvas interfacing. So from there, I'm going to use my dressmaking pins And there's a reason why I said they are very hefty. These are not... Come on. Come on, focus. Focus in. Well, you can see it. These are actually pretty thick. So they'll hold like that. At least until I put in some basting stitches. And before I put in basting stitches, I'm doing a temperature check on my laptop. We're good. I'm happy. I'm happy about that. I've mentioned that I reconfigured my laptop cooling tray to go, instead of being flat, like go up at a like maybe a 45-degree angle to get in more air. And there's also an ice pack on the external drive to help, because it's 80 degrees out. It feels like 90. It's not fun. And I'm using so many fans to keep myself, and more importantly, my dog, from overheating. Alright, so let's do this. So I'm just doing a basting stitch. And then once I have this sewn up, I will just seam this and shape it to 1 inch of its life. Which shouldn't be too hard now that I have an idea. I'm also incredibly happy with the fact that I got a lot done off stream, which is nice. Because yesterday, post-job interview, I decided to do a quick stream from my phone. That was a fun little experiment to do. So I'm actually going to put in a second pin. There we go. I want this to hold down, so that way, when you look at it this way, it looks pretty darn snazzy. I like that. So, I think pinking this was the way to go, so I'm going to continue to use these shears. They're very comfortable. Like, they've got the soft plastic on the inside. And I found that if you use like some scrap fabric, if you don't have like the soft plastic and you're constantly like going chomp chomp, wrap the inside, like the handle, with some fabric, and that should cushion it. I'd seen a YouTuber do that and I was just like, oh, why the hell didn't I think of that? So there you go. And let's actually do okay. So this is going to take some finagling. Just a little bit of manipulation. Excuse me. I will say this, if I still have enough fabric after making a skirt, I'm coming back and making this again as a crop top. I am so for taking old stuff, refashioning it for modern application. And being like, okay, what if we took like the sensibilities from the 20 teens, where you had like the high waist, the crop top, but you made it like kind of sort of historical. How nifty would that be? Like, it's something that is up my alley and just make purists super angry. And be like, you're not supposed to do that. And I'm like, I just did. And I'll do it again. Like so. All right. I do not want to try this on just yet. But look at that. It looks pretty heckin' professional. Delicious. So I'm actually gonna swoosh over to my sewing machine. So I'm gonna put this up right there like so. You will hear some noise from the sewing machine. If it is too much, please let me know in chat and I will mute the mic. So okay. So as you can see, I'm using my Kenmore. She is due for maintenance, and she probably still has extra thread in there. Like so. Oh, not a lot. Okay. But I can actually work with that. I can do a thing. So, originally I was working with color number 956, which is a goldenrod yellow color for the assembly parts, because of the fact if I need to rip this out, I need to see the thread. And as you can see, it is a very pretty color, and I plan on buying this again for the actual color. But for all intents and purposes, if I can find the other spool that was empty. If not, I can just load this up on another spool. Not a big deal. Okay. put this on the tension knob. Done. Okay. So I'm going to use the blue just so I can get a nice straight line and hope and pray, chase the evil eye, that all of this works without a hitch. Okay. So let's go with that. Snip that. And I shall trim that as well. Right. So we are past top of the hour, so I am going to take a quick ad break and get some more drink. So around here, I highly encourage folks to take care of themselves however they see fit. Whether it is to get up, walk around, stretch, take your meds. Did you take your meds today? Because here is your reminder. Giving your furry, scaly, or feathered friends some scritches and love however you see fit. Be sure to take care of yourselves, and I'll be right back. Okay, trying that again. Hi everyone, welcome back. So, I've strung up the, I've threaded the sewing machine. Words are never a thing around here. Put this in, and let me grab the all-important bodice. So for technical stuff, I have this between 12 and 8 stitches for the stitch length. I want it to be long enough so I can actually, if I have to go back and take care of it, I will. But short enough where it's gonna hold. Nothing grinds my gears more than having to deal with really messy stitch work. This is partially because I am diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder, and things like that do bother me. I also take a shit ton of pride in my work. And what I'm gonna do is work on the right side of the bodice. I'm gonna grab my pins and yoink out the basting thread, because I have my pins right here. I don't think things through a lot of the time. In this case, I overthunk. I didn't say funk, I said thunk. Captions is choosing violence today. Pay no mind. But I went with overkill in this regard, which is... I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. I'm able to live with it purely on grounds of... Aha, I found you, you little son of a biscuit. Purely on grounds of... It is better to do overkill and be ready and willing to not have to deal with it than not do enough and then worry that oh no, what happened? Oh, thank. Oh, oh, that was... Oof. That was, and I am doing this really goddamn slow because... One, I know the replacement needle is somewhere, but if something breaks, that's $100 to get this repaired. I don't want to do that. Let me take my time and not royally cock this up. Where is... Ah, Thimble. Thimble? What are you doing? ha ha ha. You thought you could get away with that, but no! I saw through your bullshit. Okay. Now for the tricky part, getting over this hump. Alright. Let's do this. Okay. Note to self. Make that part less bulky next time. Okay. It's looking good so far. Knocking on wood. I'm doing this incredibly slow because I am not taking chances. I want this to look really goddamn professional. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna enable like a bagel. Okay. Cause holy crap. This is so stressful. And the fact that I have to eyeball this. Like, really freaking carefully. Hold on. I need to take out the basting stitch. Oh, it's looking good. Like, the top stitches are kind of garbage. Never mind, they look good. Oh. Oh. This looks amazing. Let me take out the basting stitch. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yee. I'm so glad I took this slow. Oh. I'm glad I went back and forth like right around here, because it is looking... It's not the straightest line, but it's still looking really damn good. I'll take that. That's a win. That is a win. Holy crap. Okay, so next big stress is the other side. Now that I know that I don't need the basting stitch here, and I am definitely going to get stabbed. So let's go with my little... Come on, can you wiggle in? Come on, wiggle, wiggle. Give me the wiggle, wiggle. There's the wiggle, wiggle. Ha ha ha. Okay. Perfect. Alright, now to put this actually on my wrist, because we're going to be shoving it right through. Well, I am, but you get the point. And in order to do that, I'm actually going to move the big tomato over here, my thimble over here, and I don't know why my art eraser is over on this table, but whatever. And move whatever scraps. 'Cause I think that's actually what I had to clean the tape, like this desk off with. And I just put it over here just to like deal with it later. The life of living as a neurodivergent sewer. Okay. Prayer to the sewing gods. I'm gonna do this really goddamn slow. Ah! Son of a biscuit. Okay. That was a false start. This is always so... This is so nerve-wracking right now. Something's going on. I don't like it. And there's the reason. Okay. That's actually really good to know. Alright, so what happened was, like, right around where here is, there was definitely some shenanigans going on. So what I'm gonna do is take the pinking shears and trim that little bastard down. Just get it enough so yeah, that actually works. That worked. That worked much better. I'm happy with that. And to prevent anything getting caught, make sure that there's no pits. Because, fun little fact, when I had to get this maintenance, this plate was the replacement. There used to be like little divots in the metal plate that originally came with this. And the technician had said, you need to replace that. I was like, why? Because you will break a needle if it catches, and you don't want that. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. Let's get it fixed. So I trusted his opinion, and he was right. So... he also told me not to, like, sew down so much layers of fabric, but we're kind of past that point right now. Why won't you go through? Nope. Not happening. I am way too chicken. I have cut into knitted garments. I have sewn very slinky silk chiffon. I refuse to put myself through that kind of hell. So, alright, we're gonna do this from this side. Hope. Oh, son of a... Hope and pray. That this works. This is terrifying. Okay. That was absolutely terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. Again, it's not the straightest line. But it made it through. I think it needed like the gentler slope from the other side. Because I originally was gonna just shove it in and hope and pray. But okay, it worked. That worked. I'm fine with that. I can live with that. I'm still like having like full-on hard panic. Like, holy crap. And I gotta like check my sewing machine to make sure there's like no divots. That was terrifying. Okay. Alright, okay, okay. I like that. That works. So I'm gonna put that down there. And that there. I'm gonna show you why I panicked so goddamn hard. On the second light. And put that down there. Move some stuff around. Alright, so the reason why I panicked so hard and why I had to like trim that one part is because this right here was a pain in the ass to go from this over. So going from the other side to where it has a gentler slope to go through and then pull it through, well, that worked better. So where is my... There we go. So what I'm gonna do is take my thread that is loose and then just pull it, like push it through with my needle to the other side and tie it up and then trim. And just do my little overcast. Push that through. And trim. So this side is definitely going to be the receiving end when I put snaps on, where it gets covered. And when it's time for everything to be taken care of, it's going to be covered, no one's going to see, and no one's going to notice, more importantly. So may or may not be an irritation, but I'll deal with that later. There we go. It is looking much better and a lot cleaner. I can live with that. And most likely off stream later today, I will be doing... Oh, one sec. Let's do that. I'll patch the sleeve cuffs with these. But at the very least, I now know to keep the cuffs a bit longer and just fold them. Hang on, Lex, I'm almost done. Can I help you, Mama? You need to go outside? Alright, okay. Let me finish this. Sit down. Alright, so... Lexi is demanding attention and probably needs to go outside, so I'm gonna take another quick break and we'll be right back. Alright everyone, welcome back. Alright, so pretty much all of the progress that I did need to do has been done. So now I'm gonna go forth and take care of patching. Put the big tomato back on the sewing table. And what I'm gonna do to start is prep these for pressing. Like that. Because the last bits that I would need to do is going to the ironing board and pressing this to an inch of its life so I don't have to worry. So let me just do that. And now you see, ow! Now you see why I prefer to do hand basting, because, oh dear gods, this is frustrating. Hi Panther, how are you? Give me 1 second to give you the proper introduction. Not bad. Visited my folks after work, but finally home now. Aw, did you have fun? There we go. Haha. Had an early dinner. Nice. Alright. So that will cover perfectly. Awesome. Oh, that works wonderfully. I love it. So, as I mentioned on Twitter, I took Lexi to the groomer today. And she likes this groomer. She loves going in because I hype her up and make it like this big, happy, fun time experience. And she loves it. They told me she was very well behaved, and she now has a very cute bandana. She's right behind me. Right down there. She's a little busy right now, but I'll go back to the craft camera. She got her... like, all of her undercoat is gone. Like, she's not even shedding. That's how good they are. Not to mention that they told me that when they were doing the blow dryer, she was basically in the lap of the groomer hugging her, which was adorable. And they also told me, like, yeah, she was very well behaved. She just wanted, there was just a lot of stuff going on. She's distracto dog. It's a thing. She just wants to be where everybody is. And she's like, play with me, and everyone's got to do their stuff. So that should work. So that's pinned. Time for the other side. I would normally do a hand basting on this, but because of so much fabric in like one teeny tiny area, I'm just gonna pin it and be hand sewing this while maybe watching Netflix later. So I normally would just do this flat and just do like an overlocking stitch by hand. But again, I actually would like this to be a very nice dress that I could wear, like going out and about. And since my dance instructor has given me like ideas, I am rolling with it. There we go. I also, like I said, I really want this to look extra nice, so I'm just sitting here smushing things into submission. And pinning them down so they do what I tell them to do, hopefully. But anyways, back to my dog. There was a bit of a wait, so that's why I put out that tweet like saying I may be a little late. So she came out and they gave her a very cute watermelon bandana. It's like it's like a big busy pattern that looks like every shirt, every button-down shirt I've seen every queer wear at one point in their life. Don't deny it, you have one in your wardrobe. And I'm just like, oh my god, my dog is more stylish than I am. And I am okay with this. Enable that. And I really should follow the groomer's Instagram because I know they took photos and I really want to like share those photos. Here we go. So it's not perfect, but it's a good way to show that if you make a mistake and you still have like the leftover, use it. That way, once everything is done, it is fairly clean. Yeah. I'm just pinning it, so that how once I can sit down and go about sewing, I have it, so it'll work. It'll be fine. It's fine. But to show you what it looks like, let's pull this up by the collar. Grab, so it'll look nice. Ta-da! We have a crop top. And I mentioned earlier in stream that I wore it with the corset on. You can actually see the line, so you know I'm wearing the corset. And it looks good. Like, I tried it on with a modern bra, and let's face it, this is a fact. Boobs. So many boobs. So, yeah. And before I forget, because I am Little Ms. Aha! There we go. A reminder, go follow Panther, they're awesome. Let me go take a sip. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. Panther does wonderful work. Go follow them, they're good quality people. And they are the patron god, or patron deity, I should say, of broken pottery. Or at least the high priest. I don't remember what the lore is anymore, but I know there's some lore. And that everybody looks forward to those photos. But yeah, as I said, when you have scrap, use it. Because some stuff like this, I don't remember where the sheath is for this seam ripper, so I just whip this up. It gets the job done. So let's do that. It has gotten strangely deep and complex. I mean, you've actually like staved off a few apocalypses by offering up those photos of broken pottery. So I say it's a well-needed job. Let me turn this off. So, yeah, I'm really happy with this. Like, I put it on Amanda behind me, and I've also tried it on. So there is going to be two options. Option number one, doing snaps all the way down to make it like go prop. Or option number two, where I go find a very sturdy zipper and hand sew the damn thing, so I have like a zipper that can go, that I can like put like a little pull tab thingy on there and just go prop. I'm still on the fence, so I am not sure. But to recap, the collar has been trimmed. I'll just snip the excess off. I'll deal with that later. And this part has been very carefully machine sewn. I could have gone with the hand sewing route, but I didn't want to. I still have to like do a little bit of finagling on the bottom here, but not a big deal. I also did it on this side as well. It's not the straightest of lines, but what about me has ever been straight? Let's be honest. So this is looking incredible. I love this fabric. I really love the... Ow! Ow! Blood for the blood gods. Ow. I really should put like a content warning about these streams that there may be blood. I didn't break skin, but we're good. But anyways, I really love this fabric because, like, look at it. It's got diamonds. It's making my brain want to match up the diamonds. Because obsessive compulsive disorder. And my love of patterns. Yay! For clarification, I'm being sarcastic. Kind of. Okay. But yeah, like, I think I'm gonna start the skirt tomorrow, question mark? Because for all intent and purpose, the bodice is pretty much done. I would just have to do some placements on the snaps, or maybe have to go back to Joann's and get different snaps. Because I'm looking at this and I'm like, I think the ones I bought are too big. But I will say this, I'm gonna take the tailor's ham, reshape this so it's like nice, it stays up, like it's a beautiful standing collar. Like right now it's kind of flip-floppy, even with like the interfacing. It does need to be shaped. I probably could have done some pad stitching to keep it in shape. Food for thought for later. But yeah, like, I think the only things that I have to do with this are just really minor details. Like, maybe not this part of the gusset, but like the other gusset. I know there's a spot where something was sticking. Aha! I found you. You son of a biscuit. Okay. So like right here, I'm gonna actually go back to craft cam. Right here where my finger is pointing, I messed up on the gusset. I'm just gonna tack that down and do an overcast and be done with it. There are some points in the fabric that have holes. That will be patched. And anything that has a fold, again, whip stitch it down. I'm not overly concerned. It's the underarms, so not a big deal. But if you look, like carefully, some parts of this line up. That was not my intention, but initially, but once I started seeing it, I'm like, you know what, let me see if I can do that, because I really want to see if this will look nice. And it does. If I ever find this type of fabric again, I'm getting it. I would totally make this again as a standalone crop top, where something I could wear with like a pencil skirt or a shirt, like a high waist, and just channel the 2010s all over again, because why the hell not? The high-waisted skirt and crop top trend, that was comfortable. You didn't have to add bulk. And it's using the noodle noggin, my friend. But yeah, like, everything here is just minor details now. So put that down there so don't attack me again. I'm like checking my elbow every so often. So I'm going for like 2¼ hours. So I am actually going to call it, because I actually want to get on to hand sewing that off stream and then start prepping the fabric that I have for the skirt and pockets. Because remember, I like pockets. I like pockets that carry everything. I'm wearing the skirt that has the pockets. And what I'm gonna do is just hopefully try to get it right this time, and maybe do like a strip to hold the pocket in one direction. I'll figure it out. So let me actually double check to see who's on that we can raid. is who I want to raid still on, is the question. They are not. Alright. You know what? I haven't raided Imperial in a hot second, so let's go over to Imperial. So Imperial's pronouns are she, her. She's currently playing Stardew Valley, so keep up the nice cozy vibes that are from here. So let me get everything all set, and we're gonna go raid Imperial. Alright, everyone. Oh, I double tapped. So, that is the raid call. Please feel free to put whatever heart emotes you like in front of it. And remember the raid rules. When we go over there, you are to listen to the mods and the streamer. Be on your best behavior because it is a reflection of the love, music, and appreciation I bring over to Imperial's community. I'll be back tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to continue with the skirt. And I will be also moderating for Dimples and Dice for Wayward Revelry. And I will have the schedule up for Monday. And do be on the lookout on this coming Wednesday for my collab with That Gamer Share. We're going to be ranking fashion on video game, fighting games. So thank you all so much for coming by, for hanging, for lurking, for whatever. Always remember, hey, you're doing good. Don't worry about it. Now go make some noise for Imperial. Bye bye!